What's up, Sean? I'm Charlie. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you, man. You good?
Meet Charlie, the 24-year-old who racked up $45,000 in debt trying to flip air fryers on Amazon.
Basically, I bought 270 air fryers off this guy on Telegram.
Ran up an options account to $18,000 in a couple of days,
Overnight, I made like 6K or something.
only to blow it all in two. And then he found futures, where after only 1 year, he's made over $60,000 from prop firm payouts. In today's video, we sit down with Charlie as he traded live.
This is like a beautiful setup right now. This will actually be a banger trade if it plays out. I'm about to have a wee ball moment.
Took a drive in his M4 and learned more about his journey, and tried to enjoy some time away from the markets at TopGolf.
Right, like that was a 5-minute fair value gap up there.
I mean, every trader starts somewhere, man. So, like, where did this all begin? Where did you actually find out about trading?
I started trading options when I was like 18. My parents gave me like $2,000 when I got out of high school, when I graduated.
Yeah.
And I put it all into Robinhood. Couldn't even tell you like the strategy that I was trading or anything. I found it on YouTube or something, and I just started trading somehow. And I actually managed to turn that like 2K into 8K. I think it was on Tesla overnight. I made like 6K or something.
So it was in a short period of time.
Yeah. It was like in like a few days, and I was like, holy shit, this is amazing. And then obviously throughout the course of the next 2 weeks, lost everything.
So how did you transition from, because you started in options, or you heard about options, you traded it for a bit, and then how did you end up finding futures?
From trading options, I went to college, had a few businesses in between like now and then. Started an Amazon FBA business and like went 45K in debt with it. One of my boys now, like he's like my mentor. He was trading futures like for the past 9, 10, 11 years. He's been trading forever. And I learned through him, and I was like, oh shit, this is cool. Like I might try this. This was in August of last year. And so I started trading, and I was just like, oh shit, I need to do this. Around like 3 months in, I got my first payout, or no, 7 months in, I got my first payout. 3 months in, I got like funded for the first time. And I was just like, all right, this is it. I'm dropping everything else. So I dropped everything else.
Yeah.
And just went all in on trading.
Wow.
Yeah.
And then how long you been trading for now?
Like a little over a year.
Wow.
Yeah.
And you've done this well already.
Yeah.
Good stuff, bro.
Thanks,
We
bro.
got market open, what, 15 minutes?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So
15 minutes.
get some pre-market in.
Yeah, bro. I just like to, it's important for me. The way that I trade is like super discretionary. So every morning before the market opens, I find my draw on liquidity.
Yeah.
Which is basically just like where I think price is headed. From there, I wait for the market to open, and then I look for entries like towards that draw on liquidity.
So what time do you usually hop on? Because obviously market open 9:30.
Yeah, I'll usually hop on like 8:45. So I'm a little late today.
Okay, so 45 minutes before?
Yeah,
Just,
but usually I just take like 15, 20 minutes to find my draw, and then after that, I literally just wait until my setup appears, and then I'll just take it.
Nice, okay. Okay, cool. So what time is it now? We got a few minutes
10
to market
minutes.
open?
Yeah, 10 minutes.
So typically, what assets are you looking at?
So I'm trading NQ. I learned trading NQ. Only NQ,
Okay.
yeah. A lot of people like trading like NQ and ES and YM. Like, I just like learned via NQ, so I just trade NQ. What I don't like about the S&P is that it moves way slower. It's $25,000 for one, lot of the NASDAQ, and it's $6,000 for one lot of ES. The NASDAQ is obviously
The more volatile one?
more volatile, right? So the moves are larger and you make more money.
So I can see you got two charts up.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming you
Yeah,
use
yeah,
like
yeah.
SMT.
Yeah. So this is NQ on the left,
Yeah.
and then this is ES on the right. And I'm always just looking at both. Right now, I don't really see anything. We're at all-time highs, and that's typically like my least favorite.
Yeah, so that's what I was gonna touch on is, as of right now, these assets are trading at all-time highs, right? So how do you let that affect how you trade on a daily basis? Are you more leaning for long still? Do you care about catching a little bit of shorts at the top?
Yeah, so I mean, it really depends on like where price is when the market opens. Like for example, here, I would take the premium and discount of this range. So like from this range low to this range high, right? I look at this, right? I want price to retrace to this 50% line. So me personally, I would be looking at price to trade into maybe this fair value gap down here, or this order block right here. One of these places before I consider taking long.
Okay.
What I also could do is what I like doing, but sometimes I get a little bit of backlash for it on Twitter for some reason, because everyone thinks they know everything. Is like, for example, this low, right, as we just saw, is in the discount of this range, as you can see right here.
Okay.
Right, so, okay, that low is not in discount. Right here, this low is in discount, right there, right? It's also this is the 4-hour candle.
Okay.
This is the low. Right, so like when I see something like this, we're at all-time highs, right? I would happily go on the lower time frames, maybe like a 5-minute 3-minute, right? And I see that we get this 5-minute inversion right here, right? Since I would like price to come back to equilibrium, I'd be happy using this inversion like this, right? Like we can see, we can wait for price to either pull back into this fair value gap, or we can use like one of these inversions. So this is like a nice BPR right here. If price trades back in here, I will happily take like a 30-second inversion out of that fair value gap and then target that low. The reason why this fair value gap works in my eyes is because we're sweeping a high. We're sweeping this high and we get an inversion to the downside and we take this low. Like one of my other trades from like last week or something, when I see this range down here, right? Something that stands out to me is this wick right here at this point in time. Okay, something that stands out to me is this wick right here. So I find this wick and I look for any sort of P to ray that supports that wick. This is what I see. I see this inversion, right? This got inversed there. So my trade was on this resweep, right? I went short my...
Okay, so even in this example, I believe we were still kind of at all-time highs here. And you took a short at all-time highs-ish, but you paired that with time, right? You paired that with your liquidity concepts, your inversions, your fair value gaps. So you kind of don't let the all-time highs scare you too much to short.
Exactly. Like right now, what I see, we're currently at all-time highs. We're also currently inside this bullish 15-minute fair value gap. When I take the premium and discount of this range, right, of just the most recent range, price hasn't pulled into equilibrium yet. I'm not gonna long in premium, right? I'm gonna long in discount, I'm gonna short in premium.
Okay.
Right, so right here, a lot of people would look for longs out of this fair value gap, right? I'm not looking for longs out of this fair value gap. I'm looking for a manipulation into this 5-minute gap to then short it down to equilibrium.
In the more of the learning stage, was there a common mistake you were making over and over that maybe you had to fix up? Was there like a bad trait you had ever?
Yeah, so every so often, like I would go through these periods, like I was saying at lunch, where I would be very consistently following my rules, taking good trades, only taking good setups, et cetera, et cetera. And there would be one day that would throw off like weeks of progress over and over and over again. And then what that ended up forcing me to do is like, I tried to like fix the problem all at once. So I was like, okay, I have this one day that's fucking me over. I just need to understand why that day is happening and prevent it from happening. And that was the wrong approach because that I overcompensated, because I got to the point where like I wasn't trading on purpose, even like on a solid trading day. I wasn't trading because I was fearful that I was gonna crash out. So what I've learned is like having a strict set of rules, right? So like for me, what helped me with that is like, I can't let myself lose more than $1,000 in a day. If I've taken 2 trades and I'm down like $800, like I'm done, because like what, I'm gonna take another trade risking 200 and I'm already tilted. Instead of trying to like completely cut out that bad trading day, I would just try to mitigate it as much as I could. And that was like the solution for me. So like now I know like, okay, I'm feeling emotional. I might feel like I'm gonna crash out, but like I literally can't crash out because on Alpha Futures and Project X, like it has that maximum personal loss limit and it has like the max amount of contracts you can trade. Like
I feel like that's a lot of learning traders' biggest mistake is trying to make all those losses back in the same day that those losses even happened, right?
Yeah.
So not having that long-term vision.
Yeah, so I started when I was 18, I started trading options.
Okay.
Then I was always interested in like making my own money. And then when I started taking trading seriously around August of 2024, I just traded futures and I started trading with the 4-hour PO3.
Okay.
Which is like a common entry model that a lot of people know about. Just always ICT. 4-hour PO3 is also ICT, but it's more based on like time. And more recently, the market just wasn't supporting the 4-hour PO3 for me. So I had to switch it up and I started like back testing a ton. Found this entry model and just been using it. It's way more discretionary based. From what I've seen, like it's way like the top 1%, like the Umars, those types of people, they all trade discretionally as well. So.
Yeah, no, that's good. I like that. And I like how you just said that as the market conditions change, like you're refining and fixing things on the way, right? And I feel like that's not something a lot of people do.
Yeah.
You need to be able to react in different conditions as a trader. So no, I like that. That's good. All right, so we got what, a couple minutes to the market open. Is there anything you got your eyes on right now?
At 9:30, I'd like to see it manipulate higher into this fair value gap. And then I'm gonna short the shit out of it.
Okay.
And the way that I trade is like, I'll go break even pretty fast. If I go short here and then we displace like past this low, like a lot of people wait for like unmitigated gaps or whatever. I'll go break even really fast because to me, it's all about like preserving my capital. and protecting it.
I like that.
There we go. We just swept the high. So what I like to see now, this candle close and get a nice straight to the downside. I'll even drop down to like the 30-second
Okay.
and look for an entry there if we get it. We could see that we do have this bearish SMT. ES's new high is here, right down here.
Yep.
Nasdaq is there. So we can get a nice inversion somewhere. So there's nothing really here until this 1 minute. We can take 1 minute. If we inverse this 1 minute, I will take this short right here. Right here, what I'll probably do, so I'll probably go move my stop at this low if we get an entry here. We're rejecting this fair value gap really nicely. If we can get this inversion right here, that would be beautiful.
And then you wait for, you need that closed, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so your entries are always taken on the close.
Always on the closure.
Okay.
Always. So it looks like we might get it here. If we can get it here, that would be beautiful.
Nice.
All right, yeah. It looks like 8, 7. Oh my God. This is classic no news price action.
Yeah.
Right here. There's 3 candles doing the exact same thing. I wouldn't mind if we swept this high just so that we can get that 30-second.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, I'd prefer this 1 minute though. I have a feeling that if we get this closure below, we're gonna fucking dump off the face of the earth. So we're in, stop loss goes at the high. So I'm risking like 560 for this trade. TP can go at this low that I was talking about before. Since it's a no news day, if I were to get stopped out of this trade, I would just hop off.
I can see your overall demeanor right now is super chill, which is important, especially for the traders out there, to understand your system, understand the market can do what it wants at the end of the day.
Mm-hmm.
If it plays out, cool. If it doesn't, whatever. Same approach every single day, right?
Exactly. Considering moving my TP down, these lows all look so good to me. This wick right here, this wick right here.
And again, once it hits that black line, you go BE. If the trade plays out, awesome.
Yeah, I'm going, if it plays out, awesome. I go break even. So that's why I'm willing to set my TP all the way down here.
Is there ever anything you'll look for mid-trade that'll affect how you manage the trade?
Not really. I mean, like, if we displace to the downside, like if we just nuke down like that, I'll typically,
Very quickly.
yeah, I'll manage my stop discretionally. So like I'll move my stop here or here. Because again, like I'm just trying to preserve my capital. If I could get stopped out with for 200 instead of 575, like that's a win.
Okay.
You get me?
Now, it looked like ES was selling off.
Look at this. Like this is what I'm talking about by lower time frame SMT. The thing is that like since it's a no news Tuesday, like I can't really make shit out of like these little things. Like if it was like a high impact news like Thursday or Wednesday, like I would care way more about the lower time frame stuff.
Okay.
But since there's no news, there's like very limited volatility. For me right now, I would like to see some rejection from like this SMT, right? Like the Nasdaq is just taking all of these highs, but it honestly looks like it's just gonna stop me out right here.
I feel like this is important now because this is a good lesson for yourself as a consistent, profitable trader.
Mm-hmm.
The people out there, they take a loss and they don't know how to take a loss, and that's their problem. They don't know how to be a good loser, you can call it. Do you like to come back to the computer end of the day and kind of review how you traded for the day? Maybe see if you could have done something better or fixed up on?
100%. So like after each trading session, I'll come back and I will literally just mark down all possible entries for the day. So I won't like think about like my drawn liquidity or anything or like potential trades. I just would look at like setups that played out that I could have caught, because that really does a good job of like just showing me like what I should be looking for in lifetime. It's just like, you know, practicing a muscle, like working on a muscle.
Yeah, for sure. You have that trade limit, you have that risk limit, and you follow that. Even though you ended a little bit red on the day, the plan was followed.
Yep.
The most important part, right?
Yep.
And that's where a lot of newer traders struggle to understand is not every single day is going to be sunshine and rainbows. It's not the walk in the park. You got to take the days for what it is. Yeah,
Exactly.
As you just saw, not every day is a winning day, and this is something you need to get used to as a trader, especially if you want to take it seriously. Remember, the path of success is not linear. We all take losses, and in Charlie's case, this started with a $45,000 loss. You briefly mentioned in the past you had other business ventures before trading, right?
Yeah, I did. I had Amazon FBA business.
And I mean, you said what, you went down like what, 40, 50K?
Yeah, bro. So I actually, it's pretty funny. I got into a horrible like scam. Basically, I bought 270 air fryers off this guy on Telegram because the price on Amazon was like, they were selling for like 94. and I was buying them at like 48. So I was gonna, you know, resell them for 94. Only half of them ended up coming in, and the other half were never to be found, number one. And number two, they took 3 months to get there. So at that point on Amazon, the price of the air fryers dropped from like 93 a piece to like 49 a piece. So I was losing money on every single thing that sold.
Most people, they go down 40, 50K.
20.
You're at 20.
Yeah.
How do you bounce back from that? Like, where was your head at? Where was your mental at?
Bro, it was like 8 or 9 months of just fucking horrible. It was horrible. Like I was working as a busser at a restaurant because that was obviously my only source of income. What else was I gonna do? I was just depressed as fuck. And it was also around the time where I started dating my like girlfriend. So she's been with me like literally from the fucking beginning.
So she's seen you at the lowest of lows.
Yeah.
And now she gets to ride in the M4.
Yeah, now she gets the princess treatment.
And then that's obviously when you started getting introduced to trading.
Yeah, so that's when I got introduced to trading through a client. This guy, he ended up being like my mentor. He taught me everything I knew. I mean, it's also like a little bit of a cheat code, right? Because like I could say that like I started like everyone else, but I did have a head start because of this guy, of my mentor. You know, by the end of the first month, I already knew the strategy.
So it's like an example of just being around the correct people, right? Being exposed to the correct content. I don't want to say fast track, but you can kind of see progress quicker than others.
Yeah, exactly. I think that if you're around the right people and you're surrounding yourself with traders who are actually vetted real, like obviously you don't want to surround yourself with all the fake traders, but they're real and you can learn something from them and you're a beginner, you should just always act like the dumbest person in the room. Like that's something that I've always done. I've always just, if I'm in the room with people who are more successful than me, I'm always just asking questions or staying silent and just listening. Oh my God, bro. My entry was this inversion right here. I'm gonna draw it out. This is my entry.
Phone up at this point, mate. That is the best bet.
Literally had like a top 2.
So 17R.
Just take your phone off for today, mate.
So what did we down? You're down what, $480 on the day?
Yeah.
Which is next to nothing. Rules followed. I know you just showed me on your phone that the trade ended up dumping right to targets.
Yeah. Like it dumped like 100 points past my initial TP on the first trade.
So how do you stomach that first loss? Like how did you train yourself to be okay with taking that loss first?
Something that really helps me take losses is like I can make that back in one trade.
So you have that perspective about like that long-term vision.
Yeah, like yesterday I lost 1,000. So today I lost 480. I'm down 1480 on the week. That's one TP.
Yeah, 100%. So like even today, does that piss you off? Does it bother you?
I mean, it kind of is annoying, right? Like I'm annoyed by it. Definitely not like, let's fucking go. But like at the end of the day, my analysis was right. So like I'm not gonna sit here and like cry about it. You know, I'm not gonna also take it personally. That's another thing a lot of traders do is like, the market's always out to get me. Like I can never win. Like
100%.
Like that's just not the case.
Before we continue with today's video, please make sure to subscribe. Over 70% of you guys aren't subscribed, which means you're missing out on free account giveaways and so much value on profitable traders. It takes 2 seconds, and while you're down there, you may as well leave a like on today's video.
That leads me to my next question, which would be, what would be your best piece of advice for the newer traders, the learning traders out there, the people that are still struggling, that look up to you or they want to be in the position you're in right now?
Probably that your psychology is like 100% of the game. The biggest thing when you're starting out is literally just focus on finding an accurate draw on liquidity. After that, like everything else will come to you, especially with YouTube and everything. The hardest feat to get over will be your psychology. And like the single hardest part is like, you're gonna have a month where you feel like you're doing everything right, and then the next month, you're gonna be doing everything wrong, and you're probably gonna blow everything, right? And that can happen an unlimited amount of times. That could happen as much as you let it happen. So like, if I had to give one piece of advice, it probably would be to like, realize that you're the problem if you're struggling. You need to stop like making excuses, like blaming PA, blaming other people, blaming the strategy, and you just need to focus on, you know, being honest with yourself and holding yourself accountable, because the more honest you are, the more you hold yourself accountable, like the more successful you're going to be sooner.
Finished up at a meal with everybody. What is this, your favorite sport or no?
Nah, definitely not.
Make 10K on the charts and come play some golf after. We're at TopGolf right now. We're going to swing some clubs.
Yeah.
And
Can hit some 340-yard drives, you know, 350, 360, 450. You know, out of the park home run type shit.
Shots in my face, no self-esteem, nobody believe, just me and my screen. Now I'm funded and I'm leading my team. They don't get it till you show results. Then they all want struggles, no foes. I was down bad, they all went ghosts. Now they want sauce on the one they post. Wouldn't be where I am without all.
So like, this was the trade I took this morning, right? Like that was a 5-minute fair value gap up there. And that was a 30-second inversion.
the entry.
Yep. Got stopped out literally right here.
At what time was that?
I got stopped out at 10:10. Trade hit TP at 10:36.
30 minutes later.
And then
We fall off the face of
fall off the face of the earth. I have a feeling that if we get this closure below, we're gonna fucking dump off the face of the earth. Like, look at that. Look at where my entry was, where I got stopped out, and then the fucking generational dump.
Insane. All right, Charlie, man, you're what, 24 years old?
Yeah.
You've accomplished so much already as a young individual in trading, in business. What's next for you? What are your plans for the future?
In 2026, one of my big goals is to get a real estate property.
Nice.
So I'm probably gonna get one again, like if it's a good year too. I'm gonna keep trading for the foreseeable future. I mean, the thing is, like with prop firms like Alpha Futures, it's like, why wouldn't I? You know, like it's just like, why wouldn't I do something? I mean, I've spent so long like getting screen time in and like putting all this effort into this skill. I just feel like it's a skill that like I'm never gonna stop doing.
Yeah.
You know, maybe in like 10 years or something, when, you know, when I've made my money and I could say goodbye, you know, I'll do that then. But, you know, for the near future, I mean, just gonna keep trading and buy some real estate and just keep living this.
What a lot of people always talk about, or a lot of traders always talk about, maybe going like the investors route, you know, like working with investors in the future. Is that something that's ever crossed your mind?
No, I don't know. There's a reason why I'm like trading and I'm not working at like Bank of America or some sort of bank. You know, I was never really interested in working with other people. I mean, it's just like having a boss and stuff like doesn't really align with like who I am, I feel. Going forward, I'm just gonna keep doing my thing.
No, that's good, man. Appreciate you hanging out with us for the day. We had an eventful trading session. That was wild. I mean, trade, little loss, and it just dumps off the face of the earth.
The face of the earth. Kind of annoying,
Yeah,
but
should
what
happen.
can I do?
Appreciate you, bro.
Of course, bro.
If you guys enjoyed this video, like, comment, subscribe. Let us know what traders you want to see us work with next. We'll see you guys soon.